Hello, my name is Cesar Coll, and I would like to talk to you about my unusual combination of skills and how I think they can add value to your company. I was one of those kids that would save up his allowances to buy like a basic book instead of an action figure. So it was a pretty straightforward decision to me to study systems engineering. I attended all the classes, but I believe I got most of my knowledge by reading books and articles on my own. I would then organize extracurricular courses where I would teach these things to other students and teachers. That was my first job. After graduation, I quickly started working on software development. As I gained technical experience, I also started noticing a pattern. We engineers are usually pretty good at building stuff that we want and that we would buy. But sadly, many times, our creativity gets wasted on products and features that nobody ends up using. On the other side, I had the opportunity to work with people from marketing, and I was shocked by seeing how little some of them knew about current technologies and opportunities. So I went back to school and got my master's degree in marketing to bridge the gap. I've had since the opportunity to work on marketing, designing publicity concepts, working with graphic designers, and managing campaigns, ad campaigns, both online and offline. And while I do enjoy doing that, I've confirmed that my real passion is software. So I'd like to point out 5 areas in which I believe I'm really good thanks to my dual background. First, GUI concept design. Working in marketing gave me the ability and patience to design the right product. I love testing out prototypes on actual users and finding ways that we can improve them. I think there's a lot of money to be saved in customer service just by designing the right interface. Here's an example of what I do. This is a page I designed. I don't need to tell you how it works because just by looking at it, you can figure it out, even if you don't speak Spanish. That's because most of the work done was removing stuff that wasn't necessary. You can have a look at the details of the process by watching the complimentary video I'm including at the end of this video. Second, code maintainability. I've been around for a while to know what happens when you don't take care of the code's structure and tidiness from the very start. Delivery times grow longer and longer, and bug fixes that should have taken a couple hours take a couple days. I believe in documenting within the code itself as much as possible. I especially like to invest a few extra seconds when choosing the name of a function, a class, or variable. I also like to include a brief description of what each function does. This is how my code looks. You can check it out in more detail on the complimentary video at the end of this one. I know this is not the kinds of things that you usually see in a curriculum, but I believe that it is some of these little things that actually make a project successful. Third, code adaptability. I'm a big fan of object orientation, especially when used with extreme programming practices. I know for a fact that it's impossible for requirements to stand still for more than 10 minutes. So we need to design our class structure in a way that it can easily be modified. Each class with a single well-defined purpose, and all classes stored in a logical folder structure. There's also a video at the end of this one explaining this in more detail. Fourth, code quality. I've had the experience of working at the testing department at IBM a while ago, and I developed a keen eye for detecting error-prone code. I hadn't had a chance yet to work with automatic testing in the real world, but I've taught a class about it, and I would love to put it into practice. I think what I like more about this approach is that it forces you to have a good independent class design. And fifth, creativity. I pride myself on being very creative, very open-minded, and capable of teaching myself anything. These are some of the things that I've learned to do by myself. Programming a cell phone to be able to print via Bluetooth in a portable printer. Artificial intelligence algorithms to be taught in a curricular course in my university. How to design and create pieces of metal like this one. How to make receipts payable in convenience stores like 7-Eleven. Organize flash mobs. Restore classic cars, compose music, and designing a suspension rack to carry my laptop safely in my bike. I'd like to close by saying that the most important skill a person can have is integrity. I consider myself to be a very honest person. That's why I've also included a video of the things that I'm not that good at. These are things that I do them when I have to, and eventually I get the job done, but I truly believe that my time can be much better be applied to a great number of others. Thank you.